Blessings, Scorpio. This is your reading for 2024. I'm excited to see what comes through, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we are starting with the 23. Okay, so this is the mastery level of the 5. What am I feeling for this? So you've definitely gone through a shift. And I keep getting that. Okay, this is just the image that I'm getting. It's almost as if the shift is how you see yourself, and it's how you're connecting to your relationships, to your family, people maybe at work. It's like you're showing up differently. And so I just saw somebody that maybe was in a job where they weren't really seen much. And all of a sudden, you made a conscious shift within yourself that your work is super valuable. And then all of a sudden, everybody started noticing how amazing your work was. So that's not quite it, but it's something like that. Or within a relationship, it could be something similar to where maybe you do a lot of extra things within the relationship that got unnoticed. And now all of a sudden, it's being noticed. And I'm saying this because of this too. And then I'm seeing the 3 is just all of a sudden people are seeing you differently. We're going to see what comes through with the reflection card. But what I'm feeling is because you're starting to get recognition for this shift within yourself, you're starting to value who you are in a new way, because it's kind of like, that you're here to change the world, right? You know that you're here to do amazing things. And because you've decided that this is your focus for this year, it's already starting to show itself in the way others are approaching you. Okay, we're just going to leave it at that. Okay, so yes, so it's starting to come into form, if you will. And that you're starting to feel also, I feel this is important to say, because this is the mastery level of the 5 and you're getting the 4 with it, that you're feeling very comfortable in the shift that you've made, and you're excited to see where it goes. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so this is your reflection space, and you're getting the 2 with the 0. So I'm going to go ahead and pull another card. Okay, so anytime there's a 2 and a 9, this is always a super powerful combination, because when the 2 is added to the 9, it equals 11, which is breaking out of the matrix, is breaking from the illusion. So see, people are seeing this mastery in you, is they're starting to see you and they're like, wow, okay, this is what I just got. It's kind of like everything that you've been saying for years, people are starting to be like, oh yeah, they were right. Or, oh yeah, I feel like they've been saying that forever. And now I'm finally understanding what they're saying. Things like that are going to start happening if they haven't started happening already. Definitely let me know. Let me know in the comments if you're kind of understanding where this is going and how this is pertaining to your life. And definitely, I want to hear if people are starting to recognize that, that brilliance that you're always bringing through, that just kind of always gets shoved aside because it's so brilliant that people can't always see it. They're starting to see it. Yes. Mastery, 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 mastery. You are starting to be seen for the mastery in mastery. You are a master, and people are starting to realize that, oh, like not only were we not giving enough credit here, but we need to start paying attention. Okay, I love this. Let's keep going. So this is what you're not seeing. All right, so this is a mastery level of a 3. And it's in what you're not seeing. Really what I'm getting is kind of you don't even know your own brilliance, right? It's like you have an idea and it's almost like you shock yourself sometimes. You'll have these really amazing downloads or thoughts, or sometimes you'll just open your mouth and the best scenario comes through or the solution comes through and you don't even know where it came from. And because you're so willing to show up and just be who you are and not necessarily have to have people tell you that you're awesome because you are, and now they're starting to see it, but you always have been, right? You always have been. And because of that, you've laid out the grid system of your own mastery. And now is all you have to do is really focus on that because you've been doing it all along. You may not have been given the credit for it. You may not have even been fully aware of it yourself, but it's there. And you see that little tiny arrow or this little triangle that's pointing right here. And then all of this that's been created, right? This is the grid system of this is the intelligence of source. And you're just focusing on your little task at hand. It's what is my task at hand? I don't have to know everything right now. I just need to know this one part. I need to fine tune it. I need to get it to a place of clarity. And that's all I need to know right now because the master plan is already been created. All I have to do is go live it. This is exciting for you. And then here's your one to go with it. So you will always be given that download, that innovative thought when it's needed. So if you are in this kind of holding pattern, maybe right now, know that the information is there, the grid system is there. Just hang out and enjoy it, right? If you have this some time right now where things may be a little bit quiet, enjoy it because when it's time, this is where it's coming. And this is what I'm seeing. Because you are, you really are creating from a frequency or a field that is, let's be honest, there's not a lot of people who may be hanging out with you there. And because of that, you feel like things are going really, really slow because in the reality that you're in, it goes warp speed. But I think if you step back, what you're going to realize is that a month feels like a year because you got so much done. So, but does that mean that that time went by really fast? Or does that time mean it went really slow? And I bet you, if you really think about it, you can't really tell because you're in this frequency where it's neither. That's where I want you to stay. Okay. This is where you want to be because you are starting to collapse timelines. And that is a level of mastery. Okay. Let's keep going. All right. Another 3. Okay. So this is your collaboration. So it's the collaboration with source. We're moving into the frequencies of what's being created now that you're have the information here. Okay, and then you're getting the 8. Okay, so you're definitely in creation. What I'm getting with this, your co-creation space is to stay in flow. If you're starting to butt up with some static or resistance, it doesn't mean that it's not right. It just might mean that you need to step back and reassess your perspective and then step back into the frequency from a place of mastery. That's what I'm getting with this combination here. And that then once you do that, you're able to see the synchronicities, or you're able to have a conversation with somebody without there being like maybe some ego or programming connected to it, either for them or for you. I'm going to leave it at that. I really do feel so. The co creation space is you are in creation of something, right? This is the master plan. Staying in flow within that plan is how you co-create within the intelligence of source. And you will be given the answers, right? If you just allow yourself to stay in flow and not try to make it happen, you're always going to be given the clear, direct guidance. You are a master. You know how to do that. It's just the self-discipline of allowing yourself to maybe have some space in between the messages where it can feel uncomfortable, because we like to be doing something. We want to be putting our energy into something. And there's just sometimes where put your energy into your heart space and just shine until you feel the pull, the synchronicities, and you're given clear, direct guidance. Okay, so we're moving into particles of possibility. Okay, so you're getting the first level of the seven, which is also guidance. And this is what I'm getting here. It's almost like you had some sort of upgrade in how you're receiving guidance, and you haven't quite it's not quite comfortable yet. It's definitely online and you're experiencing it, and you may even be like, whoa, like this is different. This is a new way of getting a download, or this is a new way of having an intuitive hit. And it, because of that, you're kind of having it run through your mind a little bit more than usual because it's so different. And what I'm getting is that's okay. Let yourself self-actualize in this upgrade, because you're going to keep getting more. And you have made a huge shift. And because you're choosing to stand in your mastery and make that your focus, you're going to keep getting amazing downloads. Let yourself have the experience. Let yourself play with it in the mind, if you will, knowing that the activation or the download, it has a purpose and it's going to guide you. You can't mess it up. Okay. This is part of your divine plan. Let's see what you're getting. Okay, yeah. So it's literally, I was gonna almost say it's being activated from your DNA. And here we have the six. So now I'm gonna say it. It's these downloads are being activated from your DNA. That junk DNA that is all turning on as we evolve. Those evolution codes, those codes of our innate being, right? Those are turning on in you. And you're feeling them, you're experiencing them, they are guiding you. They are raising your frequency. They are raising your consciousness. This is exciting. Okay, so moving into probability is new beginning, new creation, and that you are in creation. So the 1 and 3 and the 9. One, and especially in this embodiment level, is that you are the new beginning, right? The frequencies that are activating within you are guiding you into creating something that hasn't been created. And you're doing that within the illusion, right? So this is, oh my gosh, this is the image that I'm getting. And you're gonna laugh. It's like you invented the invisible cloak and you're putting it on and you're just walking around and nobody can see you because you're in this frequency that is so beyond the average person of consciousness. And because of that, you're able to just observe the illusion as it is, right? Because everything just passes right through you. It's like you're there, but you're not there. You're not attached to it in any way. You're just there. You're just creating, right? You're just there doing your thing. You're hanging out. You're in your mastery. You're in your flow. And when you need to be invisible, you can be invisible. When you need to walk through walls, you can walk through walls. It's you're not limited by the illusion of the programmed reality. And you have the tools to do that. And now it's just time to live it, right? It's time to live your mastery. Mm, Let me see if I'm getting anything else. I know that was kind of a weird thing with the invisible cloak, but that's what I saw. So I always say what I see. Let's see if there's anything else with this. Okay, the other way that this invisible cloak could be used is more of like that transparency, right? It's, let's say that you're in a situation where the frequency isn't matching you. And let's say it's a lower frequency. So this invisible cloak just allows these lower frequencies to just pass through you. They're not phasing you anymore. That's what it is to be a master, is you don't meet the lower frequencies around you. You hold yourself in a space of mastery in the frequency of 963 or source intelligence, regardless of what's going on around you. This is your probability. This is where you're going. Own it. Own it. Okay, let's go ahead and code you. So if you'd like to place your hands on your heart, just taking in a deep breath, attuning, if you want to bring in that white blue light, just attuning it into your heart space, allowing it to enter your bloodstream, ascending your blood to that frequency of 963, that source frequency. And then we'll activate the codes of 4331769. And just feeling those codes as they activate within your DNA, bringing your cells into a higher frequency, upgrading your divine technology, that beautiful system of intelligence that lives within you, that quantum body, the experience of your body in multidimensional spaces, the spaces that are unlimited. From this space, you cannot fail. From this space, you own your mastery. In this space, you will always be guided and supported. And then just take one more deep breath and go ahead and open your eyes. You did amazing. I hope that you are feeling uplifted and ready to really own your mastery, because the time is now. It is needed in the world. You are needed in the world. So I'm just sending you so much love and support as you really step into this beautiful space. Use that magic cloak if you need it. And until next time, please like and subscribe and leave us a message below. We love to hear from you. Bye, everyone.